Today I'm going to be changing the headlight assemblies in this 1995 Ford F-250. This body style ran in the F-Series trucks and the F-150s from 1992 to 1996 and the F-250s and 350s from 1992 to 1997. So on all them models they have the same headlights, same setup. And what we're going to be doing is replacing the actual headlight assembly. You can see this one's all clouded and it's leaking water inside of it, and it's not putting out much light at night. I'm going to start off by removing the grill. You got a few screws along the top, and there's a screw in the middle of the grill down here that you need to remove, and then it'll come on out. Next we're going to be removing this chrome rim that goes around the headlight assembly. This chrome rim, when you take it off, the turn signal lens and the side marker lens is attached to it, so it'll all come off as one assembly. You got a couple of Phillips head screws up here, and then at the bottom of it, if you go down in here, one of them's in that corner where you see the ratchet. It's hard to get a picture in there, but it just goes to that. There's a little hole in the frame down there, and if you use a 11mm deep weld socket, a deep weld socket is the only way I could get to it. And then there's one in another hole right down right there. There's another 11mm nut you got to remove. So there's one in the corner where that ratchet is, and one right here that you have to remove. These are a little tricky to get out, just don't drop the nut. If you want to, you can remove the battery so you got more room to access it. I suggest removing them two nuts first before you remove these top two screws. That way these top two screws kind of hold this in place while you're trying to fish this out with your fingers. These are kind of hard to get out, kind of hard to get your hand down to. So just be careful not to drop them. And this will just pull out. But remember your light wires are still connected, so you can look at it. Here's the back side of it. There's where them two nuts were on at the bottom. You have a bulb here, here, and here. These two are side marker lights right here. And then you have the turn signal light. If you're replacing either one of these lenses, on the back side of it, it's got some bolts and screws that they attach to this chrome bezel. So if you're changing these out, all you got to do is remove them bolts and screws out, pull them out, and replace them. Once you got the chrome bezels and the parking light lenses out, the easiest way I've found to do this is to remove this front cowl. These headlight assemblies are connected to that cowl. They have clips on the back side of them that connects it to them, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. Just go ahead and pull this out. It's got a few bolts around it you have to remove. One there, there, and you come down on the inside, there's a couple there, and on the other side a couple there, and then on the end. Once you get them bolts out, just fish these parking light wires through it and it'll pull on out. Them bolts in the cowl are a 5/16. Once you get the cowl loose, you got just unplug the wires from the headlights, and then you can pull it on out. On the back side of this cowl, the headlight assembly attaches in 3 different places. It's got these metal clips that's on it. You take your flat-headed screwdriver and just work on prying them up. They can be a little tricky. You can also take a pair of snap ring pliers, put them in them holes in that clip to spread out them feet where you can get them out. Snap ring pliers make it a whole lot easier. Here's the new headlight assembly compared to the old one. You can see there's a big difference in between them. This is going to allow a lot more light to get through, which is what I need. These were very poor on putting out light. A couple things you want to do before you put them in, or what I like to do, is I'll look at the adjusters, your main adjusters. This is the adjuster for the horizontal. And keep in mind, this is for the passenger side of the vehicle, so this is the inner part of the headlight assembly. This is the outside part. It has an adjuster here for the horizontal aim, and this rod that comes up on this end of it, it goes down to this little part here for the vertical aim of it. And what I like to do is compare it to the old one and kind of go ahead and get the adjuster set close to the position that the old ones are. That way the headlight adjustment will be in the right ballpark. You'll still have to do some tweaking and stuff to it. I'll line it up, shine the beams on the wall of the garage and kind of adjust it from there. To do it, to have it set really accurate to the legal specs, you gotta have the headlight, the beam adjusting tools and stuff that they place on here on these knobs, and they're able to adjust them perfectly. But kind of doing this and matching it up to the old one kind of gets it close. The brand of these new ones is Eagle Eyes. I got them off of Amazon. The two pair wasn't but about $30. I've put these same exact brand headlight assemblies in my 96 F-150. It's probably been about that's been about 4 years ago since I put them in that truck, and they still look really good, and I've been happy with them. So that's why I decided to go with these again. I also want to add that it's a good idea to go ahead and put the headlight bulbs in the assemblies while they're still out of the truck. It's a whole lot easier putting them in now versus putting them in once they're installed on the vehicle. So just keep that in mind too. Now I'm going to mount these new headlight assemblies into this cowl. You got to fish that adjuster up to this hole right here. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together. I hope this video helps you with replacing the headlight assemblies in your Ford truck. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.